Okay, so there it is, the main frame for the controller surface. As you can see, there are some modules still in there, like the meters and the screens, as well as the keyboard. If you look from the other side, you see very sophisticated build, very nice cabling. Look at those, the way the power is distributed, the way the modules are connected. It configures itself, so you can plug modules wherever you like on this surface and it will automatically address them and recognize them. That's the benefit of a digital console. Routing wise, now my job today will be to make this lighter. If you know my ADT build, we're trying to get this in a way that we can lift it up. Maybe not with 2 persons this time, but with 4 would be nice to fit it through the stairs. I know this arrived here with a crane. Trying to do it by hand, so we're taking everything apart. This is so heavy still. This is well over 100 kilos. But then again, there's still a lot of modules inside. You can see a few amplifiers. And then loads of power supplies, which are known to be very heavy. We see how it weighs afterwards. But looking at the frame, this looks to be... It does not look like stuff is soldered to the frame here, which is very nice. Remember with the ADT, I couldn't disassemble the frame completely as there was stuff soldered to it, like the grounding wires. But with here, oh, look at that, the way it's screwed. Man, this looks so nice. But then again, imagine this was $500,000 D-Mark back in the 90s in Germany. So very sophisticated. Grounding strips here, everything. Looks like another power supply here. Okay, now let me set up the camera and we get going. I continued the disassembly and removed all the cable connections between this part of the frame and this last third. Now, as you can see, I got another Unterlage and I will now actually try and unscrew this part. Wish me luck. This would be groundbreaking. I would be able to transport it in the elevator and make it much lighter. Stay tuned. Oh my God. Look at that. We did it. There was some very nasty screws. One was hidden here. You see normally there's something above it. That was tricky. Then also last minute. This one for the cables, hold it all together. But we made it. I declare this console transportable. And let me put everything back, because I have to wait for the room I will build this in to be mine. There's some news coming up. And I'm just happy. It worked. It really worked. Props to Lawo. I think I cut 4 cables out of laziness. can show them, yeah. And then also, oh man, I could have. That's just how lazy I am. But the rest is so nice. And yeah, I hope we get this thing back working. Nice. Okay, so welcome back to the sauna. As you can see, not a lot has moved, but we were working on these management servers. Try to get them back. Try to get them up and running. Now, this was not very successful as I had problems reading the SCSI drives. There is one here in a tray. How much does it have? 9 gigabytes. They use SCSI for several reasons back in the day. Point one would be these are hot pluggable. So if you have a system with a RAID and one drive fails, you can exchange the drives while running. And then also back in the day, SCSI would be faster than the normal IDE drives. So this was high performance in the late 90s. It is not anymore. And then for the SCSI drives, you just don't get a good replacements. You don't even get a SCSI to USB to kind of set up your drives on a computer easily. So my dad had the idea to why not scrap this hardware altogether. It's just a generic computer with the optical network drive to get access to the switch. So we are right now setting up this one. It's a generic Windows. It's from XP times. It's not super new, but then again, much faster than this one, which was a performance orientated server in the 90s. This is just a generic PC from the 2005, 2008, whatever, but still much faster, much lighter, much easier. And then we are running Windows 10 on here. And I got the info from Lawo on how to set up the management server. And now we're setting it up on a new hardware running Windows 10. And I got super far. I had all the executables and stuff running, but I didn't get to install the driver for the optical network card because it's 32-bit. This is a 64-bit Windows, so I'm trying now to get a Windows 10 32-bit installation going, and we see where we are then. Maybe we don't need this whole crap. Even though I would like to have it for authenticity, but then again, why? So yeah, here I am now. This was a great idea, and maybe we get back to it later, to try and get rid of these old systems, Windows NT 4, and get the management server to run on a Windows 10 machine. That would be awesome, but it's too much for me now. So I bought this. And we have a modern hard drive, a tray, luxury, and then, most importantly, an IDE to SATA converter. A lot of times when you boot, it don't even show you the drives are there. So we're gonna get rid of these. Now the motherboard does have the SCSI here. It has an additional SCSI here. And here it has the IDE bus where the optical drive is connected. We need the optical drive. So we will keep that in there, but I have taken great care to get an IDE adapter where I can set master slave settings for the IDE bus. And then from my dad, shout goes out, I have here an IDE cable with multiple plugs. So what I will do now is I will plug this drive into this computer. I have a mirror of these SCSI drives. I have a mirror of a working system. I will put the mirror onto the SSD, plug the SSD with the IDE converter into the management server, and we'll see what happens. And if that works, smooth sailing from here, no? Remember these words. Oh my god. So, man, sketchy setup. Jeez, it's seeing the drive. It is seeing the drive. Now I tried to kind of copy files manually. I don't know why it didn't boot from it. Probably it's not as simple as, you know, copying all the files to a partition, expecting it to boot. Should I get a Windows XP going on this? I think I should. I probably should. Let's try that. Man, let's go. XP home. Run an XP home on a 1 million D-Mark, €500,000 setup from the late 90s. Nice. Nice. There it was. Here come again. Man. Even with the old SCSI drive. Man. That's dope. Oh. I'm needed. Bye bye. Okay, so this is our bad boy. Turned out one of the SCSI drives was okay, but he wasn't able to boot from it. Man, this is so loud. Wasn't able to boot from it as the Windows NT installation was corrupt. I managed to get Windows XP going. Here it is, man. Look at that old school. Now, finally, because I have Windows XP, he was able to show me. I have a select screen now, which Windows version I want to boot. And he showed me the NT4 version that's on there. But if I try to boot from that, he says he's missing a file. And it's this file. I have it from a backup. Man, look at that date, 1999. I was 6 years old then. Now, I will try to get the whole system backup that I have here burned onto a CD. And then see if I can, from the CD and XP, restore the file to the Windows NT partition. Maybe we'll get into the old system. That would be nice. Let's go. Nah, that's it. The original. Wow. Wow. Terms connecting. Yeah, that isn't find anything. Oh man, let me film the startup again for you, and then we close it for this thing. Man. Yeah, same thing. He doesn't find. Man, look at that. Windows NT4. Wow. Wow. Yeah, there you have it. We did it. This thing is running. We got it. That's it. That's the reason why they gave me, essentially deinstalled, and then in the end donated me all of this stuff. There's a few things that I tried to get this or a version of this running on another PC. In the end, I figured that one of the SCSI drives worked and still has all the partitions and original files on it. You can see it here working. It had 2 gigs of free space, so I installed Windows to check, and after installing Windows, it would tell me that the Windows NT4, which I had to boot, I installed Windows XP, and it told me that the Windows NT4 was corrupted. Now I researched the fault, and the boot the initial boot file was corrupted, and that happens when you run the compact utility. I was able to reproduce this fault on the XP installation that I did. Now after googling it, it said if I was able to restore the original boot.ini file, it might solve the system. I did exactly that, and look at that. It's booting the original Windows NT, so we managed to fix it. That's awesome. That's so dope. Look at it. Original. When it boots up, it will load all the stuff as it was configured. Man, that's so cool. Whatever that is. But then, they've been having dark mode here since 1998. Yeah, there it is. It's starting the management service. Connecting everything. Nice. Yeah, that's it. Took me only 2 months, and learning how operating systems and all the boot sequence stuff and all of that jazz works. Here we have it. That's the thing I wanted to fix first, because that was the only thing that was reported as broken. Now that it is fixed, we could start to reassemble the system. Because of course he's looking for connections he does not have. So next up there will be the IBM server, which has the DSP to fix, or better clean it first. I will not run this before this junk is gone. So we will connect these two, see what they say, and then build a network from there. There's this computer that goes into the control surface, which is basically what you would call the desk. Yeah, here you have it. And you have more of this stuff. You have a power PC, which is for real-time processing. It's under there, that has to be checked. A lot of this stuff has empty CMOS batteries, so might figure all the boot sequences and stuff with these as well. And then this is in, I think it's a diagnostics. I was thinking to maybe have the management service run on here, but now that this is working, maybe we're not doing it, because I like a working system. And then, yeah, I'm having a room for all of this stuff now. That will be for the next episode. And then all this will move. I will get the top assembly from the place where I got the desk from, and then we will put it all together. And that's it. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for further updates. Bye. We're booting from the stick. We are booting from the stick. We are booting from the stick. We are booting from the stick. Let's go.